Hey everybody, this is Chad the Gaming Dad here, once again with another episode, and this time, since I had so much fun on the last video, just having some gameplay up and talking over top of it, making mention about it, things like that, since that was so much fun, I thought I'd do it again. But this week, we're going to be talking about something that's got a little bit more of a positive spin to it. Last week it was all about games outgrowing us and things like that, and all the serious things that are going on, but I was playing games with my son earlier this week, and he's 4, and he was saying something to me that just sort of struck me. He looked at me and he's like, "Hey, you remember when I first played Minecraft for the first time?" Well, it was probably only like a year ago because he's only 4, but it got me thinking, what if I could go back, or either go back in time or maybe just erase my memories? You know, kind of like in Men in Black, Will Smith comes over, flashes that thing in your face, erases your memory and you don't know anything about it. And then you sit down and play something that became one of your all-time favorite things, but you get to do it again for the very first time. That's what the video is all about this week, is what would you like to do again? Relive for the very first time. Now, first thing in this video, I must say, get your minds out of the gutters, everybody. We're not talking about that. This isn't like the song, you know, Feels Like the First Time. No, feels like the very first time, I know, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about entertainment type of stuff, movies, music, other things that you really like. So, as we watch some gameplay of Doom in the background here, with the ultra serious Doom guy raising his eyebrows and stuff, and running around shooting some soldiers, some imps, all that kind of stuff. If you look at the thumbnail that I got here, I put 3 things in there because these are like 3 of the all-time things that I wish I could go back and do again. First off, you see Macho Madness. Oh yeah, Macho Man, yeah. Love that guy. First time I ever went to a wrestling show, I was 14 years old, and it was the Mega Powers. It was Macho Man and Hulk Hogan. It was the most awesome thing, right? All of its 80s glory. So cool. And then I've got Metallica on there, Master of Puppets CD. That's a CD I've listened to 1,000 times. At least, probably 10,000 times, as far as I know. And I was actually, back when I was a kid, I used to listen to it on this big plastic round thing that spun around and around. It's called a record. Believe that. Still have it. It's great. Anyways, so imagine you go back and, you know, the very first time that I listened to Master of Puppets, or the first time I watched wrestling. You know, there's 2 schools of thought there. Either is it something that you really, really love, or is it something that you just grew up with? Because think about like Star Wars, for instance. When the very first Star Wars came out, I was about 4 years old. And I'm sure that I saw it. I don't know if I saw it in a theater or not, but either way, I know that I saw that movie back before a time that I can remember now. You know, when you're a little kid and you're only 4, you could probably not remember that once you get older. It starts to get kind of cloudy right there. So, do I love Star Wars because it's something that I've always had in my life? As far back as I can remember, it's always been there, or do I really like it? So that's one thing to think about. Or the second thing is, absolutely you like it, it's your favorite thing. It would be so much fun to go back and restart it, do it all over again. So that's what we're talking about today. As you watch me mow down these guys in Doom, blow up some barrels. Talking about Doom, my goodness, Doom. I spent many, many hours in my dad's office in the basement because that's where the computer was back then. We didn't have computers in every room, laptops and all that kind of stuff. He had his 486, and I think we had a, I don't know, it was a hard drive in there that was like 200 megabytes, and it was like, holy crap, you got 200 megabytes? Are you kidding me? That's huge. It's ridiculous now that you think about it, with how much storage we have in everything now. Jeez. But I would play Doom all day. He had a stereo hooked up to the computer. You could crank up the noise and the guns, shots, and the explosions, and the guys screaming at you. The imps come around the corner, scare you to death. You turn off all the lights in the room. That was so great. Imagine being able to go back and do that all over again for the very first time without any knowledge of it. You know, that would be so cool. Oh yeah, here we go. Mow down these last couple guys, and we're going to get the iconic weapon from Doom, the chainsaw, as it slowly descends down so you can pick it up and start killing everybody in sight with a chainsaw. It's crazy. There was really nothing like it at the time, and it's still iconic to this day. The new Doom has a great chainsaw in it. A lot of fun. Oh, he's not having fun with it, though. He's not having any fun with it. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now, I also, because it's me, and, you know, I can't do a video anymore without talking about Yakuza, it seems like. So that's another game that I was thinking about that I only played it for the first time like a year and a half ago. But man, it made such an impact on me, and it's become such one of my all-time favorite series of games. I've played so much, and I've become like best friends with Kiryu Kazuma. And Kazuma Kiryu, however you say it, frontwards, backwards, this way, that way. Imagine, I picked up that game on a whim. I didn't even know really what it was. I think I watched Angry Joe review, and it looked so ridiculous and so silly that I was like, you know what, I'll give it a try. I don't know what the heck this is. If it's stupid, whatever. And lo and behold, to my surprise, ooh yeah, there you go, blow away some more of these guys. This was always a fun room in Doom to get it down to, and you find all these guys, you think you're done and you're not. But yeah, playing Yakuza was such a surprise because I knew nothing about it. I popped it in. Hey, get psyched. Sorry, I keep jumping back to the video. Wolfenstein 3D, this is the other one besides Doom. This one I played first, then into Doom, but Wolfenstein changed it all. So good as we watch me shoot a bunch of dogs, but it's okay because they're Nazi dogs, right? They did not see that coming. Neither did he. So, like I was saying with Yakuza, it was such a surprise. I didn't know what to expect out of that game. It just came out of nowhere for me because I picked it up on a whim. I just wanted to try it out and see what this weird game was all about. And then within like the first half hour to an hour, it sucked me in, made me want to see the whole story. I wanted to find out what was going on. It was like, it's so exciting to me. It just pulled me right in. And that's what we're talking about on this video. Those games. I would love to be able to go back and play Yakuza 0 again for the first time. That feeling of excitement, that surprise, and that holy crap, oh my god, I really love this. You know? Some games you play, and even if they're good, you're just like, yeah, it's a pretty good game. I like this game. This game's good. But you know, you don't think it's going to be a life changer or anything that you're going to talk about over and over again. And then there are those games, some of these games, where you start playing them, and within like a half an hour, you just know that this is something for you, this is something you love, and man, you're into it. So cool. Back to Wolfenstein here. I remember when I used to play this game on my dad's old PC. I had like a book that showed you where things were, but I also would search around for secrets. I would like hug the wall and walk all along the side and keep tapping the button over and over and over again to open doors just to see if I could find another secret. Get lost in the mazes. Still get lost in the mazes. Ah, watch out for that guy. It was so great. It was like nothing that we'd ever played before. Nothing we'd ever seen before. Something else to think about is like, say, let's flip it upside down. Instead of wanting to forget about the old games and relive them once again, let's imagine you take one of our new games and show it to your old self. Oh my god, you know? Kids nowadays have grown up with photorealistic stuff from the get-go, and it seems like they don't really care about graphics that much because they've always had stuff that looked that great. I mean, Minecraft's a great example. Kids are playing one of the most low-setting type graphics type game. I mean, heck, even Wolfenstein here has more graphics going on than Minecraft, but they don't care. They just love it. Doesn't matter about the graphics. But imagine taking a game like Destiny or Destiny 2. Doesn't matter whether you really like it or not, or you don't like the online part of it or whatever. Just looking at it, how it looks, how it sounds, how it plays. Give that to a kid who was completely sucked in by Wolfenstein back in the day, oh my God, your brain would melt. It would start running out your ear holes. It would be crazy. I don't know if I could have handled it back then. It's nuts. So yeah, that's what this video is all about. Let me know down in the comments some video games that you played that you'd love to just erase your brain and go back and relive the joy of finding out about that game all over again. Or maybe some games that you play now that would have just melted your brain back in the day. You know, and real quickly here, while I still have another couple minutes, something else I just kind of thought about yesterday. I was getting my hair cut, and the girl that was cutting my hair was telling me all about how she plays a lot of online games with her husband at home. And, oh, there's the secret. There's a secret I was talking about. Check that out. We got the chicken, we got the bullets, all that. I don't know if you call it chicken. Some people call it chicken. Some people call it turkey. It's the great chicken-turkey debate. Either way, it's some poultry products in the hallway there. But this girl was telling me all about how she loves playing these games with her husband. And I said, well, I'm just warning you, if you really love Call of Duty, the new Call of Duty that comes out this year does not have any multiplayer. I mean, sorry, it has multiplayer. It has no single player. It only has multiplayer. And I was kind of surprised by her reaction. She said, good, I hate the single player. And that's the first person I've talked to that really wants multiplayer only. And that's weird. It just sort of struck me like, whoa. Live in this little bubble here, talking to the same people all the time on YouTube, and we all kind of have similar thoughts, it seems like, where we are older gamers and we don't really like that they're taking these things away from games. But to her, that might be the game that someday she wishes she could go back and play again. It might be her favorite game. You know, different strokes for different folks kind of thing. So I'm going to have to try to keep that in mind when I talk about games in the future, is that there's stuff for everybody. And just talking to her and how excited she is that, oh yeah, there's going to be this great multiplayer stuff. She doesn't care that she buys a new game every year or so because she really likes it. That's what they're into. And there's nothing wrong with that, I guess. So anyway, that was just something else I was thinking about. It's crazy. So anyways, like I said, just leave me a comment. Let me know some games that you'd love to go back and relive. And just like always, remember, you never outgrow video games. My name's Chad the Gaming Dad, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody. Hey, thanks everybody for sticking with me and watching the entire video. I hope you liked it. The best way to help out the channel is to leave a like, leave a comment, and tell your friends. If you'd like to support the channel further, there are links in the description. But otherwise, always remember that you never outgrow video games. My name's Chad the Gaming Dad, and we'll see you on the next one. So long, everybody.